So hi, here I'm speaking to the president of the Singapore Coffee Association, and welcome to the National Critics' Choice. Thank you for taking your time with us. So I'd like to find out from you, how is the Singapore market reacting to the coffee market right now? Are Singaporeans more educated and they're willing to spend more on gourmet coffee? And what is the trend like for the next 5 years? Do you think there'll be an increase of price in coffee? And do you think that people are still willing to pay for a premium for coffee?
Well, okay, let's take a look at the market as it stands in Singapore. We need to look at the market as two different types of market. You have the local style coffee market, which we normally term as a kopitiam market, which is still very much the big sector of the market, which caters to most people, mainly because of cultural heritage, and also because it's a cheaper cup of brew. But saying that, it doesn't mean that it's of a bad or low quality. That's one sector of the market. The other sector of the market, of course, which is quite new, one might say, is the specialty coffee market. It's a growing market. I think we need to thank people like Starbucks who come in and sort of brought this look at what we call maybe a different quality, not a better quality, a different type of coffee into the Singapore market. And we've seen a steady growth of what we would call specialty coffee outlets in Singapore. The usual multinational chains, as I said, people like Starbucks, Coffee Bean, who've come along, and Spinelli's and Laurentians, who brought a different different aspects to the coffee industry as a whole in Singapore. And of course now we see in the last year and a half, 2 years, many new players have come in the sense that they're smaller, owner-operated specialty coffee outlets where they buy beans and do their own in-house roasting. We're seeing popping up all over the island, what we call artisan coffee roasters, where they have small coffee roasters in their shop, and they roast very highly priced, but very good tasting or aromatic coffee, which they sell in their own shops or they sell to some of their other cafes around. So this is where the trend is moving, I think, in Singapore. As you might probably be aware, whatever happens in Singapore normally will catch on in Malaysia and Indonesia, of course in Thailand as well. But Thailand, of course, has a very strong specialty or cafe culture, so that's what we're looking at. As far as price increases go, we've seen some adjustments in the price of coffee, a cup of coffee. Not only in the local style coffee, you've seen some price increases, maybe 10 cents, 20 cents. Likewise, this has also happened in specialty coffee shops, where they've had to increase their price. But I think so far we haven't seen any sort of decline in consumption. In fact, I think you see more people coming in to drink coffee despite the rise of prices. And I think there'll be a continuous, it's all a matter of supply and demand. We're so much affected by weather conditions, prevailing at the moment, and climate change, of course, is a big factor. So, of course, there will always be problems climatically, but, I think, it's cyclical. We'll see a down year, we'll see up year, and, it all normally sort of, smoothens out. Yeah.
Do you think the government in Singapore is supportive to the supply chain, especially coffee? Let's say, supposedly, for instance, if Indonesia or Malaysia has a short supply of coffee to Singapore, would a government agency like the AVA will help to assist the coffee drinkers in Singapore to get supply from elsewhere, just so to control the price of the coffee?
No, I don't think you'll see the government or AVA coming in to sort of support the price or even do a price. It's very much a free market, open market, capitalistic style market. It's very much depending on supply, demand, and the local situation here. I don't anticipate any sort of intervention of such to come into this market. And don't forget also, besides coffee, the other commodities which go into a cup of coffee has also seen price rises. Maybe like sugar going up, creamer, dairy products going up. So that also is, of course, the biggest other factor is the rentals. I think landlords have always are the biggest barrier to young people who want to open their own cafes, because that's a very prohibitive factor of it. If you look at the breakdown of their costings, you will find in Singapore it's the rental and wages which are the main costs. They're the most heavy expenses.
Do you think that right now the coffee drinking culture is already become part of the Singapore identity and culture? Do you feel that that is